Ladies and gentlemen, hello, this is Debo from Land Say Go, and before we go much further, if you like our content, please take a moment to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and leave a comment. It's a great way to support our channel for free. You know, people love when a new set drops. It gives us a chance to play with powerful new cards, try out different formats, and to shake up a stale meta. But another thing it does is open up some older cards that haven't seen a ton of play, giving them a new breath of life in a brand new metagame. So, let's go ahead and break on down our top 10 picks for Theros Beyond Death sleepers. No top 10 list would be complete without an honorable mention, and that mention is Despark. Despark is an instant for white and a black to exile a non-land permanent with converted mana cost 4 or more. You know, for the most part, we've mainly seen Despark as a way to deal with planeswalkers, maybe sometimes Fires of Invention, but now we have enchantment gods in the format, and most of them are 4 CMC or higher. And given that they are indestructible, Despark may almost be a main deckable card, so that we can exile them properly. I think Despark will start seeing a lot more play. Our number 10 pick is Yorick. While Yorick has seen play every so often, with the advent of Cat Combo and Fires of Invention, many of the decks that have run Yorick just kind of fell to tier 2 status. But with Theros, we're going to be getting a lot of enchantments. Many of these enchantments will have enter the battlefield effects and can be a great addition to something like Yorick. Moving on to number 9, Deathless Knight. Deathless Knight is this unassuming uncommon that actually will have a pretty important role to play in the next meta. For 4 hybrid green-black mana, we get a 4/2 that can return to our hand whenever we gain life for the first time each turn. The most important aspect about this card is its 4 color-specific mana symbols. With Devotion coming back, this will be a great 4 devotion to either green or black. Specifically, I think Deathless Knight will see play in mono black devotion, especially since we'll be gaining a lot of incidental life, and we'll be running this in the Cat Combo shell. We'll gain life from Cauldron Familiar, food tokens, Ayara, and Grey Merchant to say the least. Not to mention, when paired with Grey Merchant, this drains our opponent for 6 with just those 2 cards. That is a 12-point life swing. That is crazy. Number 8 is Ilharg the Razeboar. With Theros, we are getting some pretty powerful creatures. We've got new dragons, we've got new gods. Being able to power out an Ilharg with the new Perforos seems really powerful. Sneak attacking in and dropping something like the Terror of Mount Velis to give everything double strike is gonna make all sorts of Timmies happy. Not to mention, Ilharg gets around the downside of Perforos' ability, allowing us to put him 3rd from the top whenever we're forced to sacrifice him at the end of turn. For number 7, we've got Linden the Steadfast Queen. Linden never really saw much play outside of Historic or Limited, and if she did see play, it was only in one deck, and it was a tier 2 list, White-Black Pridemates. But with the confirmation of Heliod, Linden gets nuts. Heliod says whenever we gain life, we can put a counter on a creature. Well, Linden's ability states whenever we attack with a creature, we gain a life. So if we attack with 5 creatures, we gain 5 life, triggering Heliod 5 times. Not to mention, with Linden and Heliod both out at the same time, we'll have a white devotion of 4, meaning he'll only need 1 more white mana symbol on the battlefield to turn Heliod into a creature. At that point, we are also swinging in with a 5/5 indestructible god. So that seems good. Our number 6 and number 5 kind of go hand in hand. Dance of the Manse and Rampage of the Clans. With so many more enchantments entering the format, both of these cards get better. You can build a really interesting deck that utilizes both. In fact, click the card here if you want to see a version of a list that we actually built prior to this. What makes these cards so great is that we are actually going to be seeing cheap enchantment creatures coming out with Theros. So we can really utilize Rampage of the Clans to destroy them all and get an army of 3/3s. And then return them all with Dance of the Manse as 4/4s. A very powerful combo. On top of that, Rampage is one of the few cards in Standard that will destroy all artifacts and enchantments. So, in the right deck, we could board wipe our opponent's game plan and not be too affected by it. At number 4, we have Kaia Orzhov Usurper. WotC is making a lot of escape cards and cards that will mill ourselves to quickly fill our graveyard, making Kaia a consideration for main deck play, and at the very least, played more heavily in the sideboards. She's great hate against aggro lists, gaining us life by exiling creature cards from the graveyard, but also she is just great hate for escape, by either eating the escape cards or eating the cards needed to be exiled in order to cast the escape cards. Also, with escape being a thing in this next set, the mechanic actually helps Kaia's ultimate by our opponents self-exiling cards in order to cast the escape cards, allowing us to deal a ton of damage to our opponents whenever she ultimates. Our number 3 pick is Starfield Mystic. For 1 and a white, we get a 2/2 that reduces the overall casting cost of enchantments by 1. Being that we're going to a set with enchantment creatures and enchantment removal and enchantment everything, this will be a great way for us to accelerate our game plan. Not only this, but whenever an enchantment goes to the graveyard, it also gets a +1/+1 counter. So pairing this with something like Deadweight could be a great way to buff our Mystic while also removing our opponent's threat. I think Mystic will play a very important role in the next standard. Aleli, Artful Provocateur comes in hot at number 2. She is an incredibly powerful card. For 1 in Esper, we get a 2/3 flyer with Lifelink and Death Touch that also semi-anthems other flyers. The reason why she's going to be so good is that whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment, you get to create a 1/1 flying fairy. Wow, we are getting a ton of enchantments in this next set. We also are getting enchantments that act as instants, allowing us to cast them with flash. Esper Aleli could be extremely powerful. And then our final pick, Role Reversal, comes in at number 1. I think this card is a crazy sleeper for Theros. For blue-blue-red, we get an ability to trade control of 2 permanents that share a type. That means we can trade our Omens from the new cycle for a much more powerful enchantment god. We can trade our Rinkadink creature token for a powerhouse creature, including an animated god. Basically, give me any reason to steal your gods. That's all I want. Role Reversal will be a great way to surprise your opponents. Well, that's our top 10 cards that we believe to be sleepers coming into the Theros Beyond Death standard meta. We know these lists can somewhat be controversial, so let us know what you think. Did we miss anything? Or did we add something that clearly won't be good in Theros? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And again, my name is Debo from LandSego.com, and we'll be talking to you again real soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching our content. If you liked our video, you'll probably like these as well. And if you would, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And in the description below, you'll find our TCG affiliate link, where you can buy the cards that you need while also supporting us, LandSego, and our show.